Hi guys. So in this week I was confronted actually with a word from God, and it spoke so dear to my heart since I started with a little bit of teaching again, helping out at one of the high schools here in our area. And suddenly I was used to having a lot of time with God. I was really used to be able to spend time from 4 to say 5:30 in the mornings, and then only finishing up the kids for school. And all of a sudden, I needed to finish myself as well for work. And it was difficult. It was difficult to spend that time with God because there's always something I need to do. Either it's my kids asking me something, or there's something for my work that I need to do. And all of a sudden, it became more difficult to spend that time with God. When I get home, I normally work. And I was busy with God on really spending time with Him, making time for Him. And then one of my colleagues one day said something to me, and the realization, actually I got my word and I was waiting on word from God. And 1 Chronicles 16 verse 11 says, "Seek the Lord and His strength, yearn for and seek His face, and be in His presence continually." And so many times we feel so guilty that we do not spend this 2 hours every day with God. And I absolutely am totally for it, that you need to make time where you sit still at the feet of God, because it's important, because that is where God speaks to you. But when you can't, don't feel guilty. That day when you don't have the time, make sure that whatever you do, as you make coffee, as you make food, I love to spend time while I'm busy baking or making food to talk to God. When you're busy making yourself ready for the day, make sure that your time through the day is spent in God's presence. Reinhard once said, when someone asked him, "How long do you pray?" he said, about 20 minutes. But it's also not 20 minutes without prayer. And that is what I want to encourage you today with. Don't feel guilty when you can't sit that 2 hours in prayer and don't pray at all because you feel guilty. Rather spend the rest of your day in prayer. As you are busy at your work, as you have that 10 minutes at lunchtime, pray to God, speak to God. When you're busy with your kids, be continually in the presence of God, because that is what God longs for of us. He is not in this box we place Him. God does not say, "You know what, if you don't spend time with me 2 hours, I will not listen to you for the rest of the day." No parent will do that to his or her child. No. So God will also not do it to us. When my children come to me and they speak to me, I listen. The same goes for God. When we come to God, even although that morning was busy, and we speak to God, God listens. God wants to hear you through the day. Don't limit your time to only the mornings. Be continuously in God's presence. And I really want to say it again. When you are busy, don't let guilt limit you in praying because you feel too guilty. Still seek God throughout the day.